Hello viewers, Tutor Mansa here with you again. In our previous session, we were looking at matter, the three states of matter, the basic units of matter, and the properties of the three states of matter. In this lesson, we'll be looking at the properties of the three states of matter in detail. Shall we begin? The first question, what are the properties of solids? Solids. All right, let us revisit our memory aid. G, G, L, L, S, S. Is that right? N, N, N. F, F, F. Then we have S, V, S, V, S, V. All right. So let's look at solids. Solids have what? Fixed shapes. Then solids also have fixed volumes. So those are the properties of solids. Solids have fixed shapes. Solids have fixed volumes. All right? We can answer that one in your books or in your notepads. Right. B, liquids. Let's look at liquids. Liquids have no fixed shapes. Liquids have fixed volumes. So the properties of liquids is that they have no fixed shape. They have fixed volume or volumes. If it's a, I don't know how you can say plural of liquids, but yes. Right. Gases. Let's look at gases. Gases have no fixed shape. Gases have no fixed volume. Do you see that? Gases have no fixed shape. Gases have no fixed volumes. All right? So those are the properties of gases. Let's go to question 2. Why? Explain why solids have fixed shapes and fixed volumes. We mentioned the properties of solids in our earlier question, in our question above. Now let's explain why they have fixed shapes and fixed volumes. All right. So let's look at it in detail. So solids have fixed shapes because particles in solids are closely packed together and are arranged in a regular manner. Solids have fixed shapes because particles in solids are closely packed together and are arranged in a regular manner. All right, that is the reason why solids have fixed shapes. Fixed shapes. Now let's look at the reason why solids have fixed volumes. So pay attention. Solids have fixed volumes because particles in solids cannot move but only vibrate in their fixed positions. I'll repeat. Solids have fixed volumes because particles in solids cannot move but only vibrate in their fixed positions. All right. So those are the reasons to the properties of solids. The reason why solids have fixed shapes and the reason why solids have fixed volumes. Let's go to B of question 2. Liquids have no fixed shape and have fixed volumes. Liquids have no fixed shapes and have fixed volumes. Let's discuss why liquids have no fixed shapes. So liquids take the shape of whichever substance they are placed in or the shape of their container in which they are contained in. So the reason why liquids don't have a fixed shape is simply because their particles can slide over each other. Liquids do not have fixed shapes because their particles can slide over each other. All right. Now let's look at the reason why liquids have fixed volumes. So liquids have fixed volumes because their particles are closely packed and are arranged in a irregular manner. Do you see the difference? If this sentence is actually reminding you of something, it's very similar to the reason why solids have fixed shapes. So it can also work as a memory aid for you. If you can remember why solids have fixed shapes, you can remember why liquids have fixed volumes. Is that all right? So the only difference is that solids have fixed shapes because their particles are closely packed and arranged in a regular manner, while liquids have fixed volumes because their particles are closely packed and are arranged in an irregular manner. Is that okay? So the difference is regular and irregular. Regular for solids, irregular for liquids. All right, now let's look at the third one, which is C. Gases have no fixed shape and have no fixed volumes. So let's look at the reason why gases have no fixed shape and have no fixed volumes. So the explanation for gases is the simplest among the three: solids, liquids, and gases. All right, gases have no fixed shape because their particles are far apart. As simple as that. Gases have no fixed shape because their particles are far apart. All right, let's look at the reason why gases have no fixed volume. Gases have no fixed volume because their particles are free to move anywhere. Gases have no fixed volumes because their particles are free to move anywhere. Is that clear? I'm sure it's clear. Let's look at the third question. Why are gases compressible? All right, gases are compressible because their particles are far apart and can be brought together with pressure. By using pressure, their particles can be brought closer together using pressure. So I'll repeat again. Why are gases compressible? Gases are compressible because their particles are far apart and can be brought closer together with pressure. All right? I end here for today. In our next lesson, we'll look at the structures of the three states of matter in detail. Thank you.